So continuous performance testing. We are doing a lot of different things at Wiki, but performance testing comes back from time to time. And we have been experimenting with this for several months. So this is a story. I can tell you where we are now. I don't claim to be at the end of the story, and I don't know if I know all the answers, but I thought it was interesting enough to share it with you guys. So my name is Andras Kristof. I work for Wiki. Wiki is a Singaporean startup. We do global TV. We've got dozens of TV shows and movies on our site that is being translated to up to 150 languages by the community. So you can come, you can watch something, and you can pick your language, and you can just watch the show. What is continuous performance testing, CPT? Basically, the way we want to do it is part of your CI process. It runs on your continuous integration server and checks for performance degradations. It doesn't mean to replace your performance tests. It means to catch the problems that comes up. Let's say the last commit made your user login 5% slower. So that is what we are planning to use CPT for. It measures relative performance. It's not going to measure whether your site can take 20,000 requests per minute, but it can measure if your actions are getting slower and slower by every commit. Also, it's going to require less resources than your production environment. Normally, when you want to do performance testing, you're going to have the same environment as you have in production. Same amount of database, same number of dynos, same number of everything, and same cost. We want to avoid that with this one, with CPT, because that would be probably too much. Why implement it? At Wiki, we do a lot of interesting things. We've got a good development process. We do pair programming most of the time. We do test-first development. And recently, we also switched to feature taggers. So basically, we completely dropped feature branches. We don't do any branching. Everybody commits to master. And once we started doing that, we realized that we can actually do deployments very often. It means we normally do deployments once a day, sometimes multiple times a day. We do production deploys. And once you start doing that, it is really convenient. So everything that gets in the way is kind of becomes a nuisance. For example, performance tests. When you want to do a proper performance test, you cannot just make it automatic. You need to set up everything, you need to run it, you need to make sure that everything goes well. This is something that cannot be really automatized. But, and if it's not automatic, you're going to stop doing that. Of course, you're going to do performance testing when you change the database significantly, or when you change some architecture significantly. But it also means that you're only going to do performance tests when you think that performance is getting worse. So with continuous performance testing, we try to make sure that we catch the performance problems before they hit production, and even those performance problems that we did not think of. We did quite a bit of experimentation with this. First, we obviously try to do the